Resistance Frigate Sprue. For the Resistance Frigate Sprue, you are able to build 4 frigates, heavy frigates, or strike carriers. Well, you can build 2 of the strike carriers. And you have 4 engine types and 5 fronts. And I have a couple of options that I could do, and I think what I'm going to do is build 2 strike carriers, but also magnetize those in a way that I can build 2 heavy frigates with double missile turrets, because this will just pop right on with a magnet, and this will do the same. And then having the double, I don't get to put a sensor array or anything, a sensor dome on the strike carriers, but being able to go from the strike to the double missile heavies, I think, is a worthwhile swap. And then I can also make a normal frigate with a hybrid gun mounted down low and have that swappable to a heavy with double. So that'll give me 2 different options, and again, if I'm just magnetizing the top, I can just have a normal frigate or a heavy frigate with 2. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this set, and I'll probably do the exact same thing with the second frigate sprue, because having 4 strike and then 4 regular or heavy with hybrid guns, I mean, I can't build the double missile turret and the strike at the same time with this method, but I mean, I think, I don't know, maybe I'm better off just gluing these together and going with that. There's a lot of different customization and not a whole lot of specific builds that I must have. So I like the idea of having the frigates with the hybrid guns. Being able to go to a heavy with double seems good. Strike carriers seem pretty useful, but I do like the idea of the double missile heavy frigates. So I don't know. I don't think magnetizing more than just the top onto the mini or onto the core is something I want to do. But we'll see. So for the Resistance Frigate Sprue, I went with 4 strike carriers because drop is in the name. I mean, it's Dropfleet Commander. You need units to drop. And since I had 4 more available, I decided to go with 4 heavy frigates with double missiles. When I get another set, I think I might go with regular frigates with hybrid gun turrets, perhaps. I think that might be a good use. I may do 2 strike carriers and 6 hybrid gun regular frigates. I'm still trying to decide, but for now, I have some decent drop and some decent missile launching. To add to that, these definitely built odd compared to how I was thinking they would. I don't mind the look of these 2, but this panel up top is a little bit weird, and I went with a rear facing instead of front facing, just because it didn't seem to sit quite where I wanted it to otherwise. So instead of having both sets above and below, it's on either side, but front and back works as well, I guess. Subscribe if you haven't so that you don't miss any future videos. I also want to thank my patrons and supporters for making these videos possible. And until next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss.